Hello guys and welcome to New School Piano Channel, the New School Piano Channel. And my name is William and I'm glad to see you. It's been a while. So I'm gonna make this quick because it's a long video. I want to make it longer. Everything She Does Is Magic by The Police. Amazing song to play on the piano. So like always, I'm gonna play an intro for you, play how it's gonna sound, and then I'm gonna teach you every part. I'm gonna put the timestamps in the description, so if you want to skip ahead to a section, or you just want to skip the intro, go ahead and do that. Please subscribe and let me know if you have any suggestions you'd like for me to do tutorials on other songs you like. I'm gonna try to do more of these, so yeah, and share with some friends. If you have any other friends, play the piano. I said I'll make this short. Sorry. Okay. Intro. Let's go to intro. Hello and welcome back. So here we go with the tutorial. Hopefully you enjoyed the performance. If you're still here, I guess you did. All right, so we're starting off with the left hand, the intro, which is legendary. Such a cool thing to play. Left hand's gonna play G's. So how I play it, play the pinky on the lower G, and then the thumb is playing twice on the higher G, the octave. So something like this. All right, and then we move up to A's, then B's, and then C sharps or D flats. All right, so we're just going up the scale. Right hand, we're gonna play finger 1 on G, finger 2 on A, finger 4 on D, and then finger 5 on E. And what we're doing is we're not gonna play on the 1. And the pattern basically is 1, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2. I'm talking about finger numbers. So 1, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2. And the timing with the left hand is you start by itself. So the left hand by itself on the lower G. And then the first time you'll play the fifth finger, that's when your second thumb in the left hand is going to play the G, the higher G. So, and then the second G in the right hand is going to be at the same time as your D right here. So, see how the second D that I played, second thumb in the left hand played. So. Right, so if I do the whole pattern, sorry. Sorry. And then when we get to the C sharp, this little melody here, so we're gonna flip the hand, we're gonna go to octave A's, okay? So, all right, so and then when we're in the A's, the C sharp, sorry, we're gonna go octaves in the right hand, and then we're gonna play low 1, octave, D, right? So, sorry, A, D, and then pinky is gonna play the octave A. That's when we're gonna hit the second D in the left hand, the flat, sorry. So, Yeah, so we're gonna go A, G, F sharp, E. And we're gonna end on the D with our thumb. Okay, so in context. See how the second D is at the same time as the E. Right now it's super dissonant because we're playing C sharp and that D is super dissonant, but in context, we're actually gonna play it with speed, and it's just a moment of tension a little bit. It makes this whole pattern resolve in such a beautiful way. So the whole thing in context. And then we do it again. So it's a bit tricky to do that part and then land back in time. So you'll have to practice that a little bit. One last thing in the intro that makes it just even more satisfying is instead of playing the notes kind of staccato, like when you release the notes every time, what I do, try to link it together, and it makes like almost like a pedal note that's in the back, is this one, that A, my second finger never leaves that A. So see how now I'm holding it down? So even if I'm not using the sustain pedal, I can do it without. See how that note just helps to like smooth it out, and like it kind of, it just connects everything together. So it makes it a bit more, it makes it smoother. And in my opinion, it makes it sound even better. So here we go. So there you go. So that's the intro. So now the second time you do it, let's say that's the second time. And then when I go to the D flats, C sharp, then I just hold it there. And then we'll go to the verse, right? So just in context. And then I just kind of hold it in time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was hard. 1, 2, 3. On the 4, okay? I'm gonna play 4 end. So 4 finger 2. No, sorry, it's gonna actually be finger 1. 4 on B, and then finger 2 on C sharp, on the end of the 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go into the verse. So the verse, we're gonna start on, it's the exact same progression. We're just gonna forget the lower octave, and we're gonna go left hand is gonna go G and D. Same pattern in the left hand, so it's kind of lower note, then twice the higher note. So 1, 1, 2, and it's on the 2 of the end. Sorry. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 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 Okay, sorry, I should have probably mentioned that before in the intro. So yeah. So on the 1, the end of the 2, and the 4. So, okay, so that's what we're doing the left hand. We're going up. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4. On the A and E, B and F sharp, and then C sharp and A. That's an inverted A major. All right, so that's as simple as that for the left hand. The right hand, we're going to play the melody. So the melody, he goes... Right, that's what he did. But instead of just playing the single note, it's just that's totally me, but you can actually just play the single note and it's fine. But I'll just double the high note, the melody note, with a lower note. So with the D's, we're going to play the B, and then the C sharp, it's by itself. So, and when I'm going to play the F sharp, I'm gonna play the C sharp as well. So basically the D is always with the B, and then F sharp is always with the C sharp. Okay, so in context, for end of the intro, and then we go in. Oh, okay. So I have kind of a, depending on your level, okay, so if rhythmically you're, you are at a certain level where you can play just before the one, okay, so, because there's a feel how he sings it, it's not square, it's not like landing on the one, it's like, see how the last D is just, just the last T is just before the one. Right here, it's on the end of the 4, I believe. Right, so it's just that little feel is just, it makes it just a bit, I don't know, it just flows a little bit more. If you want to do it square, see, just land everything together on the A, so. Right? See, it's square, but it works. It's fine. You'll still get the satisfaction playing the song. But if you're at that level and you can kind of pull it before. Right, so that will make it a bit, I played it fast, but if I do it slower. Right, so you wanna, so timing wise, everything starts together. If you're doing it square, then your 2, the thumb on the end of the 2 and the 4 is gonna be at the same time as the D in the melody. So 4. Okay, so it's getting a bit crowded there. I'm going to remove the pedal so you can see clearly what I'm doing. Again. Nope. Okay, it's a bit hard for me to count at the same time and be like on it at the same time as I play. It's not easy, but I'll try. So 1. Failed. Okay, let's not try that. Let's just do, hopefully you can kind of do it slow and just watch what lands at the same time. So, right, so if you play it square and sync everything together, see, everything is synced. And then that second E is by itself. Then you go into B by itself. And then to come back, right, so we go 4 and no, sorry. That's on the, sorry, here. Okay. So for that part, it's important. So if I go here, I land, right, C sharp, C sharp, C sharp, and F sharp. Right after I play the first A, I play it again with my thumb, right thumb, right? So, and then I go bam, bam, D, C sharp, and then I'll land on the A, and I go back to the G, so on the 1. Okay, so let's do that again. Sorry. Again. And I hold it down there just throughout the whole phrase, because the second time I go around the progression, my right hand does absolutely nothing. So in context. Okay, a bit faster with the pedal. Sorry, I'm gonna do square. Oh, so satisfying when you get it right. Now I'm gonna do one where I pull a bit, and you'll see that every last the melody, the phrasing, you'll see just lands just before the one. If you're able to do that, then that's, in my opinion, that sounds better. Oh, that wasn't good. Now, second time around, same thing. Okay, the second time around is only thing that changes. Okay, so when you go C sharp, F sharp, you play the first A on the end of the 2, and then right after the B, and then on the 4, you play the D. Okay, so sorry, no pedal. At the same time, and then we go to that like little funky, cool pre-chorus where we're gonna play. Okay, you're just gonna play an inverted D, so A, D, F sharp. Remove the pedal at that point because we're gonna play some melody lines in the bass, and you don't want that to have the sustained pedal and all the notes be blah blah blah, blah and then it's well, it's not good. So, right, so you go inverted D, D in the bass, and we go in the bass, we go D, G, A, E, D. Do that 3 times, I think, 4 times. Right, 4 times. Right? Yeah, 4 times. So, D. And what we're going to do with the right hand, we're just going to invert the D chord. Okay, so we're starting in the 3rd position of the chord, so A, D, and F sharp. Then we're just going to invert it, go F sharp, A, and D, sorry. And then we're going to go D and A, and then you'll see when we're going to play the last E in the left hand, we're just going to play a suspended chord, so kind of a suspended thing. So E and G, and then just resolve. And it's going to be so satisfying. Just a D in the 1st position. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. Oh, baby now. Okay, so in context with a bit more speed in the pedal. Oh, sorry, you said no pedal, William. Beautiful. So that's the pre-chorus. Okay, chorus now. Count of the chorus. Yeah, I guess it's the chorus. When he goes, everything she does is magic. Hell yeah, that is the chorus. We start off with 4 A's. Every little thing. Da 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 da. Man. Da 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 da. Oh yeah, E. Okay. Da E E E E A E. And then again, same thing as I kind of did in the verses. We can just go. Right, that's kind of the melody, but just to make it a bit beefier and just more interesting, I'll double, since we're going A, D, super simple chorus, which is cool because little, composition trick. If your intro and your verse, like everything is super dense and like very rich, harmonically speaking, it's cool to, when you go to another section, you make it very simple, very straightforward. So then you have this like A-B thing going on where it's like very dense, very sophisticated arrangement or harmonic structure. And then you go into the chorus and then it's just, it's simple, fresh, straight to the point. So that's a cool composition thing. So yeah, so we're gonna okay, one thing at a time. Left hand, we're playing A, so the shell of an A chord, so A and E, and then we're just jumping D and A, again, shell chord, shell of the D chord, sorry. Same pattern, so 1 on the end of the 2, the E and the 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want, you can add the third in there. That's all right. It'll sound good. All right, so there we go. That's what the left hand is doing pretty much the whole time, except for like the outro of the chorus, which we'll get to in a second. So, okay. So the right hand, we're going to place our thumb on C sharp, finger 3 on E, and then our 2 and our 4 are going to be on D and F sharp. So, right, so the 4 A's, and then everything lands on 1 together. All right? So, right, so it's all together, by itself, 2 by itself, all together with the C sharp and the E, and the E in the bass as well. So, by itself, the D by itself, and then we play the 4 all together, and then, so when we're gonna switch to the D and the A, the very first we're gonna keep the C sharp and the E on the 1, and then we're gonna go to the high A in the left hand. That's when we're gonna go to the D and an F sharp. Okay, so in context, I think that will see how I'm still there just for a moment, and that's kind of a weird suspension thing, but it's kind of cool. It doesn't really do that in the song, but I don't know. I just like to play that way. So the first time, that's what we do. Second A by itself, and then the second time around, then we're going to go straight. When we're landing on the D, that's when we go D and F sharp in the right hand at the same time on the 1. So again, first time around. The 4 4s. Da, 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 da. All right, so second time, let's say that's the second time I do it. Let's see. Right, so the first one is on at the same time as the A, da, da, da. So it's kind of 1, pa, pa, pa. So it's kind of quick. And the first A is at the same time as this A. Bum, ba, ba. This the third one, same time. Bum, ba, ba, ba. You can do it very square, but you kind of want to. I think it's swung. Bum, ba, 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 da, da, da. I think that's kind of how he does it by memory. But every little, da, every little. I don't think it goes da 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 da. It's like da 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 da. I think. Yeah, whatever. Okay, do it like you feel like doing it. Okay, so here we go. Full thing in context. Okay, and now the second. So yeah, so you do the 2 phrasing twice, and then the fourth time, right, when you land on, instead of going there the second time, then that's when we're going to go down on a G9, which is going to be so beautiful. Okay, so like this. So let's say that's the second time I do it, right? Oh, yes. So G, D, and in my right hand, I'm going A, B, and D. And I'm just going to play on the 1 for the first 3 chords. So A, B, and D. And then A and C sharp, just a regular A chord. Oh yeah, and I add this melody. You don't have to. It doesn't, it's not there in the actual song, but for me, it just sounded a bit boring on the piano when I was doing that part. So I kind of added that melody. It just was in my hand. So I kind of did it. So here's what I do. I go, so G9 and then A. When I'm going to hit the two E's in my left hand, I'm going to go B in the right hand, A. So then I'm going to go back to the B. My left hand is going to go B and F sharp. All right, so B, F sharp, and A at the same time. F sharp by itself, and then thumb stays there, and I'm playing an inverted A, and then I just stay there for four count. So again. Oh yeah, that's nice. And you can even not play, just leave your thumb there. It's gonna be even smoother going into the last A. So, see how it stays there? And I just play the D flat and the E. Cool. All that in context. So nice. Okay, we go back to the verse. Oh, no. I don't know. What am I doing? Yeah, okay. Anyway, you know that part, right? We've already learned that. It's the exact same thing. Exact same thing. We do the verse, then pre-chorus, right? So instead of going right the second time around, we're gonna go right. We're here. Instead of going, we're just gonna go. Let me do it in context. So, da da da. And then here, I go B and D, and then again, that pre-chorus. Again, same chorus. We do it 4 times. Again, same thing. Ah! Okay. Okay, so the last time, so the 4th loop of the chorus, that's when we modulate and we go somewhere else. So let's say I just do the last phrase. Sorry, phrase. Instead of going to the D, I'm keeping my finger 2 on D and I'm going, oh. If you don't think, when you play this, if you don't think that is satisfying, man, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Such a nice modulation. Using a common tone. So we're on the D, and when we go to the B flat, the D is actually the 3rd, so it makes it super smooth. We go into that section, and it's just, our ears are just welcoming the modulation. So okay, again in context. Let's say that's the 2nd time I do the chorus, just to make sure you understand correctly. Oh yes, okay, we're there. So now, kind of like the post-chorus kind of coda, I guess they call it, or I'm not sure if that's, anyway. Okay, so when we go there, then we're gonna stay on that B flat for 2 full 4 counts. Okay, and then we start. So we're gonna, okay, first of all, the progression in the left hand. So we're playing, again, same pattern rhythmically. So same rhythmic pattern. So on the 1, the end of the 2, and the 4, the thumb. The shell of the chord we're going to play. So we're playing a B flat major, so without the 3rd. Then we're going down A and E, then G and D, A and E. B flat and F again. And we're going to do that for a while. So and then the very last, you'll see, to get out of that section, we're going to go B flat, C, and then D. And then we're going to go back into the chorus. Cool. So now you can practice that a little bit if you want. Right hand now. And we're going to kind of play the chords and the melody. We're going to try to make it, fat and satisfying at the same time by hearing the melody as well. So we can actually play the chord because the melody is F, 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 D, E, G, C. Oh yeah, the rhythm is a bit weird. So we start on the 1, playing B flat and F. That's on the end. The D is going to be on the end of the 4. So the end of the 2 is at the same time. Right, so the end of the 2, 3, 4, and then on the 1 of the A, I'm going to play the E. And I actually play the C as well. So we really hear that A minor chord. And then G, and back to the C. So, sorry. And the end of the 2, that's when we're actually hitting the 2nd C. So on the 2, we're going to hit the G. So again. Sweet. We go down to the G, and it's actually a G minor 7. Same rhythm, D, and then we're going to go back to the E on the 1 of the A. So that whole thing again. And you can play actually the C with the E as well. It's gonna have a fuller A minor sound. Again. Okay, and now he goes. Yeah. Okay, so going into that, we're gonna go F, E, and then B flat and D. In this whole song, the thing is kind of have your left hand as your metronome. The left hand is going to tell you if you learn the 1, 2, and on the end of the 2 and then the 4, just keep that the whole song. And then your right hand kind of fits into that. Always try to play your right hand according to what your left hand is doing. Kind of get it in the. That sounded weird. Get it in the pattern of your left hand. That's what I'm trying to say. So, right. So, okay. So let's go with the, let's start from the beginning of that part. So, okay. And then when you're going to hit the 2nd E, F, E. Sorry. And then we're gonna go thumb on B flat, D, and we're gonna stay there the whole time. That section is a bit hard to mimic exactly how he's singing. Oh yeah, okay, and there we're gonna go C and D all together at the same time. Okay, so I'm just going pa 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 pa, C and D together, right? So pa 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 ah. Oh yeah, you can add that F E as well, going back into it the second time around. Oh yeah, okay. Does he? You gotta do it twice. Oh, I should have done my homework and listened to the song a little bit more. I think he does it twice. Maybe you know more than I. I haven't heard the song in a bit, but. Hits the floor. I think it goes. Man, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, you're playing along on your piano. You can do it as many times as you want. But when you're ready to move out of that section, be alone, be alone. Oh, okay, so he stays on the D. So. Oh, right. He goes square. So, yes. Okay. I am sorry. I got it now. So when you're ready to go out, then you go into square mode. Instead of going bum 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 bum, you're gonna bum 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 bum. You go squares. And then your left hand, that's when you're going to go to C and G. And then that famous pre-chorus, right? So, okay. So in context, sorry. That was not, yeah. Okay. So we're going, let me just do the whole thing. It'll be, so. That's how I want to go out now. Right, so instead of, because the first time we do it, we're here, we're on the third position of the D, but we're going to start on the second position. So we're a bit fucked in that way. So we got to respect the melody, which is the D. So either you stay twice on the D inverted. I don't like that very much. So right, so what I do is I go second position, then just regular D, then I'll just do the shell, and then the sus and the root in the third. That's kind of, I think, at least to my ears, sounds best. And then we go back to the chorus. And you know that part. Okay, same part. Okay, now the very ending. So we do the full chorus, and then same thing. We're gonna go to the modulation. Let me actually just do it just so I remember correctly what's going on there. So let's say this is the very last phrase of the chorus. All right, okay. So instead of staying for 4 counts on the B flat, and then he goes straight into the descent. So we're ending on a D. I like to just like mess around on the D, right? You can even do it in octaves if you want. Sounds kind of cool. And then at some point he starts screaming. That was my sting. Oh man, I won't even try to sing that high. But he sings every little thing she does is magic, but super high. And how I kind of mimic that on piano, I go like this. So F kind of wild, F and C together, and then either C, D, and A, or sometimes I go like this, either like this. So in context, okay? So alright. Oh yeah, and then the second time he goes up. Right, so without the pedal, sorry. And then up, C and G, and then just D. And I do that, I don't know why, but I have to do it because it's just so nice. And it's not in the song. I'm sorry. It's a cool little riff to do at that point on the piano. So I just do it. So in context, just when I'm going up, right? G and C. And then when I'm ready to go on the D, I just go to the D. And then twice, I stay there for 2/4 counts. Right, so if you want to do the little lick, okay? So 1 and 2 and. And then the 4 is going to be the G, and the end of the G is the F sharp. Right, so in context. And then you can, oh yeah, that's that part. Right. Now that part maybe comes before. Man, okay. So anyway, the outro, you have that screaming part. But you have the one that you just mess around on the D. Good, but there's also a melody you can kind of put in there, which I believe, because everything happens at the same time, I think, because there's that melody as well that you can kind of play before, actually. So you mess around on the D, right, maybe octaves, and then you go, okay, so that melody, F, G, A, D, A and C, right? It's so nice. Okay, so that's on the 4. So on the 1, everything, well, the B flat and the F. Again, hold down the A during the A. That'll make it sound smoother. G's. Ah, okay. Okay, let me play just the whole outro slowly without pedal, just so that you know how I would play it. I've teach you kind of the wrong order, but I kind of taught you all the what's going on there. We just need to put it in order. So kind of sounds like this. So, right? So let's say I'm the chorus. Right? So I'm playing just messing around on the D. That's what she said. Yeah, no, sorry, not going up. I joked. Okay, now. Go up. Oh! Let's do it twice, why not? I think they actually do it twice. And then he starts just yelling. Ah! Yeah, that makes sense. Ah, what am I doing? I think the N and just end on the D. Do they go to? No, they don't go. No, they don't. They don't do that. I don't know. I think they just stay on. They're just like. Or maybe yeah. Maybe they go. They continue. You know what? You choose. You choose how you want to end it. I think they go and then they probably go back on the B flat. I think there's like a progression. Man, I don't remember. I should have listened to the song just before that. I hope you enjoy. It's such a cool song to learn. Spend time with it. Learn the best thing probably I can tell you is if you learn your left hand, the pattern, like it's solid. The rhythm of it's in your bones. Then kind of like shoving the right hand in there and just figuring out the right chords and melody and stuff. It'll be easier. If you're kind of learning both at the same time, it could work as well. Just, my suggestion would be to learn the left hand very well. And it might make it easier for you to learn it. But yeah, it's a great, that's one of the songs when like I'm in somewhere, I think I mentioned that in other videos, but I felt like I go somewhere, there's a piano or something, like everyone knows that song. So if you kind of like, you play it and everyone's like, oh, I know that. And then, you're just the coolest person in the party at that point. Cool. So, I guess I'll see you guys next time. As I said in the intro, I'll try to make you more of these. If you made it this far, if you have some suggestions, you want some songs for me to cover and to teach you how to do it, that would be awesome. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to put them in the comments. Till then, see you very soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.